Hello everybody, in this video I would show you how you can enter different types of transaction, day-to-day transaction of your business. If you are carrying business which requires tracking of inventory, and if you are carrying on business which are dealing with only services, in this particular system here you can see POS, point of sale, and accounts. As we are using right now integrated point of sales and accounting system, that is why we can use both of these buttons for processing our transaction. Point of sale is specially designed for tracking inventory, day to day your inventory, whatever inventory you purchase and whatever sale it tracks, so that you can easily figure out how much you purchase for during for particular time period, how much the sale you have made, and how much is left with you in your store or branch or in your overall business. Okay, and one more thing you need to understand that in POS, mostly if when you would enter transaction through this purchase button, you would have to set up direct expense account, and only direct expense account would be debited when you would save this form after entering all the relevant information. But in case of accounts here, if you see here, it says only purchase. In accounts, it says purchase bill, sale bill. Here in accounts, you can enter indirect all of your indirect expenses through purchase bill, and indirect income or direct income through sales invoices, and all other direct expenses or in direct income. You can also use account payable, account receivable as similar. These are the similar button. These are the available in both point of sale and accounts. Okay. Now, first of all, I would use purchase. I suppose that we purchase computer and then we sell it. Then we would see how this system tracks. Purchase point of sale does one more thing, that you can enter your product with respect to their barcode numbers, and using those barcodes you can automatically by using barcodes you can bring the purchase item over there in purchase form, whereas in accounts you can't do this in purchase bill or in sale invoice. In accounts payable and accounts receivable, these are if you are getting purchases on, I mean, you when if you pay with, if you buy something and don't pay, you use this form, and if you say sell something and you don't get paid, you use account receivable. Okay, these are the special forms for different transaction. For instance, if we just want to buy purchase, we are going to we have purchased some inventory for our business, we would use this purchase form, and we have done this purchase on cash basis. I mean, we have paid all of for against all of this inventory we purchased, then we would use this purchase. Okay, click purchase. Okay, in this field you can see over here, you can here you, if you want to see other buttons are relevant to this point of sale, all of those buttons except this purchase form, you can see all other forms. If you don't want these to, you can just hide them, but you need to see here one thing, fixed field. Now when you click this fixed field, then these some of the field which asks time and again to put data in it, when you fix this, then it does not ask those field to put that information again and again. For instance, we are going to purchase this, we are going to enter purchase bill for 20th of October 2016. Every time we don't have to give that if we check this box. If we uncheck, then we would have to give enter information time and again. Otherwise, if this portion of the form you want to fix the information in these fields, then you need to check this. Okay, I'm gonna check this. I'm gonna add one purchase. Okay, whenever you click something over here, it would bring see all the list of vendors. See, I clicked A, it brought up all the vendors from automatically. Okay, vendor list. These are basically are the vendors which are already imported or set up manually, and these vendors are appearing. I click add. That is why you can see all the vendors starting from A. It brought up. Okay. Now I'm gonna choose one of. Okay. I'm gonna choose one of the vendors so that we can purchase. Okay. If there is some due date, this you need to give due date, because we are going to pay this bill on same date. That is why date, purchase date and due date is same. Okay. Our currency is USD. And now these are the applied tax: exclusive, non in exclusive, no exclusive, inclusive, and no tax. Now in this case, as we haven't set up any taxes yet, I would say no tax. This is the reference. You can put the invoice bill number as a reference. For instance, it's a purchase 01 as a reference. This is the reference which you want to give to this particular purchase. Okay. Now the product, what product we are buying. When you click, it would bring the list of products. Okay. Okay, one more thing you need to understand, that we need to click. Okay, we click the Dell. Now, when I click, it means that when I click A, there is no product started from A. That is why we didn't have any list. Okay, I click D. Okay, see, we have so many products in D. All of the products are appearing. If we want Dell, we are going to purchase Dell iCore 5, and quantity, you need to put quantity over here. And now this is very important, product serial. Now this number needs to be, we need to scan product after selecting the product. Then we need to scan product on the barcode, then that barcode number would appear. Then this barcode number would be automatically associated to this particular product, so that when in future you buy again, you don't have to find this. You just need to click over here and just just scan your product barcode. Then if that barcode is already associated with one of our product, then that product name would automatically appear over here. Okay. We are not right now, we don't have barcode to for this particular item. That is why we are going to leave this. Okay, I'm gonna associate classes. I want to associate countries, and in country I want to associate USA. Okay, now I'm gonna add this. How many quantity I have put? Okay, I'm going to add this. Now see, when I have added, purchase cost automatically appeared, and we can change this. If for instance, if I want this to be 300, and click over here, that accordingly all the amounts gross total is automatically changed. Now you can see, if I want to delete this and do something, I want to do it again, then I can do it. But I want to add one more product to buy, so I would give, I'm going to go over, I would go there in product name, and then I would click. Okay, now first I click this one. The second product I want to buy this one. Same quantity, 10 quantity, same classes. If I want to countries, and then I wanted to track this transaction on the basis of country, to see and add. See, all of things have been added. If you go down, these two items with their different prices have been added. We haven't associated any technology ECN number. We haven't associated any product number, and we haven't associated any technology with it. That is why they are empty. Okay. Now, if you see, the gross total is 7,000, net total is 7, paid amount. For instance, if I pay 5,000 over here, then automatically the remaining 2,000, it would ask you to put in which account payable, which we have already set up in your chart of accounts. Okay. Now here I would save this. See, I want all of these purchases go to purchases account and accounts payable to accounts payable. Discount, we haven't received any discount in this particular transaction, but discount receive, if we get any discount, then if we would have any received any discount, then that discount account would have been credited. And now if we are going to pay from our cash account, then we would check this cash account and click save button. Okay, now this purchase invoice has been saved, and you can see that there are no purchase transfer, purchase return available. If you go up and if you want to see the its journal effect, you need to click this, whether to see which account has been debited. See, purchases account is debited by 7,000, cash was paid 5,000, accounts payable is 2,000. Okay, it means that the transaction was correctly done by the Financial Unlimited in your system. Okay, now if we want this, all of your purchases needs to be done, or if even if you do it purchases in your store, system will automatically does all of those purchases as head of purchases. But and if you want to transfer some of the inventory to your store from which you want to sell those products, you need to transfer those. Okay, now in this case, when you would transfer or product, you need to go to POS, need to click the head office, and from here, from transfer product items from head office to store oblique branch, you need to find the which purchase invoice, from which purchase invoice you want to transfer items from head office to store. Okay, you need to give it was the pin 1. If you remember, if I go back, you would remember the first invoice was pin 1. I need to transfer some item from this pin 1. Here you can see pin 1, invoice number. This is the automatic generated by pin. Pin means purchase invoice. P purchase invoice. Okay. IN means invoice. P is purchase. P stands for purchase. IN for invoice, and this is the number. This is for number 1 because we have done first purchases. Okay. If we wanted to return this, we can add this, and we can click over here, and if we see that when we receive the product, one of the product was not fine, we want to return, then we can click over here, add returns, and here we can give. Okay, now we want to transfer some of the product from head office head invoice pin 1 to some store, so that we can sell that, because in Financial Unlimited you can sell inventory product only through your stores, not through head office. Okay, that is why we need to first go to POS, click head office to store transfer. You would need to click this. Here you would see that this is the transfer page. Transfer product items from head office to store oblique branch. You need to give the purchase invoice number from which you want to transfer the product, and where you are head office, you are transferring from head office, and which store you are transferring to head office selling branch, California or New York. We are going to transfer head office selling branch. Okay. Description, this is the, we can put right there the head office to store, head office to selling, head office branch. Okay, whatever description you want to, you can write over here for your memory, so that you can understand what you have done. Okay, now the date of transfer, for instance, we have done this transfer today. Today is the 20th of October. Okay, now we are going to click this. Now click show. It would show that how much items you have in this particular invoice which you have received. You have received in this invoice 2 products: Delcor I51, Delcor I52, quantity 10. We haven't done transfer. We haven't done transfer, return, transferred, or return, and the balance with the head office is 10. Now we want to transfer 5 items from this 5 item of Delcor I5 to head office, selling branch, and 5 items out of this. Now save this. See, transfer completed successfully. If I wanted to show how much now is remaining in this particular invoice pin 1, you can go and check over here and see head office to store. Now let's see how much it does show, how much show. See, now it says 10 quantity we received, transferred 5, balance. Now if we want to further out of these, we want to transfer 2 more, then we can, and 3 more from here, then we can do it as well. Now the transfer is complete. And now this, if you want to see our pin over here, that how much is left now with head office. Let's see how much it shows. See, transferred, total transfer 7, balances 3. This product is remaining in our stock, and with head office 3 balance quantity, and Delcor i5 is 2. Okay, now after purchasing, I would like to show you how we would do sale, okay, or sale in the store where we transferred this, where we transferred these two. Now, if you want to see the detail of the transfer, you need to go to POS, click purchases, and click search. Search invoices. We have just entered one invoice. Just click search. That invoice is, see, pin 1. We have entered only one invoice. It has search pin 1. Now you need to click this and move down, scroll down. It would show you the detail of purchase transfer, that Delcor i5 was transferred from head office to store, quantity 5 once, then again Delcor this was transferred, and again it was transferred Delcor 2 and 3. It shows that now the quantity would be left. If you want to see the remaining quantity, which I have already showed, but if you want to see whether invoice, what invoice has been transferred, what product related to each invoice has been transferred, you can go and check from here. You can see from this history, you can see the whole history of the transfer vis-a-vis this particular invoice or any other invoice. Hopefully you understood this purchase, how purchase works in POS, and how it tracks transfer from head office to store. In next video I would show you I would show you how to sell these products in from the stores where we transferred these items. I would have to log out the system and log in through this store. Okay, in next video I would show this. Thank you very much.